Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Monday, October 26th. These are the charts of the day. Experiencing a volatile market here, and both longs and shorts are possibilities. We're going to give you ideas on both sides. The flu-related stocks certainly had a relative strength day today in the face of an adverse market. As you can see, BioCrest, which had been moving in this rising channel and had been bouncing along the bottom of it for a while, trying to create a mini base here, moved up steadily, found resistance over the last 5 sessions at the 50-day moving average and lateral price resistance, but gapped up through it today on very heavy volume, closed with a gain of $1.28 or 13% on 1.2 million. That's the heaviest volume in a few months, and actually it's 12.4 million. The stock then, as I said, also broke the declining tops line today. So 3 key resistance levels were broken, and this one could very well work itself higher despite an adverse market. Resistance obviously around the 13.10 area. We'll see what happens when we get there. PLX was another winner today, up $1.22 or 14.5% on nearly 1.5 million shares traded, and it made a new. Nope, didn't quite make that new high. Excuse me. It was a new closing high. It's trading slightly higher in the aftermarket. This one looks like it could extend. It's an Israeli biotech firm. That top of the channel reads something around the 12.5, 13 zone. So there's definite possibilities of higher prices there. APT had a midday dip, but came back with about 43 cents in the last hour. Still managed to close with a gain on the day. And as you can see, volume increased for the 6th consecutive day. So did unbalanced volume and money stream. This is a stock that's acting well, and with earnings coming up, and it could be blowout earnings, I expect this one to make some further progress, perhaps even as high as 10 plus. SVA, not acting as well, but acting better in these days. As you can see, over the last month, it's been attempting a base, holding the moving averages here, retesting here, holding the trend line here. Today up 57 cents on 3.3 million, or almost 8%. Still needs to get over 855 with volume. That could occur as soon as tomorrow. We'll have to see how that one goes, but it's worth keeping an eye on. MELA popped out today out of a key resistance or consolidation zone that has been holding it for the last couple of months, but still within the confines of a strong rising channel. Has some real strong price projections up ahead. Now in new all-time high territory, and with very little overhead resistance, this could be a runner. Traded at 1.7 million nearly today, up 9%. And lastly, in this group is JADE, which came out of that rising flag type or pennant pattern today, just 12 cents, and but it did trade 1 million shares. That's the best volume in about 7 or 8 days. Let's see if we get a follow-through on that one, but certainly within the confines of a strong rising channel, whose top of the channel measures 6-ish. Now turning over to the short side, the ultra shorts for starters, BGZ, which are best viewed on a 15-minute chart basis. You can see the base that's formed over the last 7 or 8 sessions. The thrust that occurred today took it out above the Thursday high, and then it's consolidated in the last few hours. It's going to be very interesting to see if we can get a follow-through and take out the 21-21-10 zone, which is a double resistance zone in terms of lateral resistance and declining tops resistance. Secondary resistance up around 21.85, and then we look at 23.5. FAZ similarly is moving, especially the last 2 sessions, moved nicely from the 18.25 area up to nearly 21 today. Did back off a bit into the close, but certainly acting better. We'd like to see if there's a follow-through on this one too before we get too excited. Lastly, TZA, current portfolio position, which coming out of a base, took out the Thursday high, but it's approaching a triple resistance level up in this zone here. Let's call it 1330 and then 1375 some key resistance points. We'll be interested to see what happens once we get there. That's it for the ultra shorts. A few of the regular short sell positions that look like they're beginning to break. This long rising wedge on CCL Carnival Cruise Line was broken decisively today as this platform broke trend line, 50-day moving average, and lateral price support, all broken in one day today as the stock moved lower. Monsanto did the same with a breakdown and a key one, but it's at key lateral support going back to the beginning of the year. However, in terms of the overall structure, long downtrend. If it's breaking here, you could see some real decent price movement once we get below the $60 range. We'll see what happens between here and there. Chipotle Mexican Grill appears to be rolling over as well. Had a couple sharp down days and followed through a bit today, but technicals are weakening, and so is the stock. PSYS broke a key flat head and shoulders type top. Had downside thrust. Volume picked up on the downside. We'll see what occurs there. And next we have ROVI, which broke a key rising channel on heavy volume to the downside. And over the course of the last several sessions, it's forming a mini bear flag. Let's throw that in. Something of this nature. Call it a descending wedge, a descending pennant. Looks like we could get some movement into the low 20s on this one. Lastly is VMI, which also is broken down on heavy volume and it's formed as a little bear flag. So those are some ideas for you guys, both long and short, over the course of the next few days. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Have a good evening.